say to switch it.
Here you go, Rachel. Take a drink.
Gotta go do a urine test. In a urine collection cup. It's really water, not drinking pee. From this to this. Hey guys, it's me. I just wanted to just touch base with everyone. I know it's been a while, and let me do this. Sorry, I can't breathe, and I want you to be able to hear me. It's been a while. I haven't been feeling very well the past couple months, and I'm just going to give you guys a couple updates because I want to hear about what's been going on with you guys, because it's been way too long. And I just want to say that won't happen. I just wanted to get into this and just connect with everyone because I missed you. What happened is as I was finishing finals with school, I was feeling not well. Like, I couldn't pinpoint what it was, and I'm very good with staying in tune with what's going on with the body and what I've had in the past as what's wrong. We couldn't figure out what it was, and then it's been a while that I've not been feeling good, and what happened is Rod ended up getting COVID again, and quarantining and doing all that, and I still don't have it. I didn't get it, but when we looked at my last blood work, it was showing that I was getting more anemic, which is bizarre because I'm still taking in good nutrition for it. And then also my thyroid, I'm usually a hypothyroid, which means like a slow thyroid. And when they did my blood work, it was a very extreme hyper. And that makes sense because we were like, why am I looking a bit more gaunt? And it was disturbing. And it's crazy that it's bothering me. And that's a good, healthy psychological sign. And I was really I've been having fevers, nausea, and the hypothyroid, apparently, because I'm used to being hypothyroid, shortness of breath, heart palpitations, fatigue. But hyperthyroid in the other direction, in an extreme, has like the identical symptoms almost. So I'm working with one of my specialists, and she's amazing. I have an amazing endocrinologist. And what I love about her is she's non-judgmental, and she works with me and collaborates with me to help me get better. It's nice to have, I found a doctor who wants to work with me. And I will tell you, that's been hard to find, unfortunately. So anemic, hyperthyroid, and then there's been, it looks like an electrolyte problem, but I've been getting these fevers that range from 100 degrees to 102 throughout the day. They come and go.
More at night though, right?
More at night. And it's not COVID, that's what's bizarre. I even did the PCR test, not just a rapid antigen test where they actually test, everything to see if you have trace elements. Nothing. I'm like, if that's not miraculous, a God-given miracle, I don't know what is, because I should have gotten it because I was exposed to Rod while he had symptoms, But that's a blessing. I'm like, at this point, I've made it this far. COVID ain't taking me out, dude. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
So we're getting blood work done now. Huh?
Yeah, so thank you, Rod. I'm like rambly all over. Another thing with anemia and hyperthyroid is you're a bit disoriented. So I was very slow to respond and everything. And we finally got a hold of one of my doctors to send labs over. And I wasn't waiting. Once the lab orders hit the facility, I had Rod take me immediately because I want to know what's going on, if there's an infection in my GI that's making me so sick and nauseous. And you guys know me, I'm a bit more of a phobia with vomiting. I've been like that since I was a kid. God bless. I just cannot. So that was making things worse, and now we're on the track. They've adjusted some medication to help my thyroid slow down so I can be more functional and not so...
So they're doing the blood work and also urine tests too.
Yeah, the blood work, doing urine tests, they're like screening quite a bit, which is... The things that are good signs were that I wanted to do something about it. I didn't wait for Rod to say something. I'm like, let's go. We going. Let's do this. I've never put my self-care before anything else. I would just do whatever anyone else wants or defer it or like, I don't want to deal with it. But you know what? If I don't deal with it, who will? Right? So I'm learning to advocate for my own health, which is a big deal. So that's kind of in a nutshell what's been going on. And I'll be honest with you guys, the isolation and being sick, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and the isolation and not being out of school right now, all of that really hit hard. It really hit hard these past couple months, and I was in a really, really bad place, but psychologically. But what I am so proud of is that I didn't take it out on me. I didn't take it out on my nutrition. I didn't start self-harming. What's happening is all the things I've been learning and telling myself and changing and trying to change the narrative it is changing, because my habits are now reflecting it. So one thing I noticed that I did not do is when school went out, I didn't have a replacement. You know, when you have a routine, I'm good with routine. With OCD, I have multiple mental health issues that I'm working on. And I've been burying the OCD. I'm like mastering it. I'm not letting it control me anymore, the OCD and whatnot. And a lot of people have asked me, what is taking so long with your recovery? And, sometimes people get frustrated just watching my recovery. I'm like, try living it. Like, I'm the one having to go through it. So if you guys think it's bad, don't shame and guilt somebody who's going through something, right? It never ever works. I was just reading about some amazing things about trauma-informed care that they're finally doing with eating disorders. Because a lot of people with an eating disorder, men and women, but more often women, because we're a special population that's been targeted, that has eating disorders, and they are looking at trauma-informed care because a lot of the reason they do happen, what range it may be, anorexia, bulimia, whatever, binge, purge, whatever the disorder, a lot of it is trauma-based, bullying, attacks, physical assault. I mean, it's just awful when you read those things. And another thing that they're starting to incorporate, finally, is harm reduction for eating disorders. Granted, the model has been abstinence of an eating disorder or you have it. But similar to substance abuse, there isn't just abstinence or doing it full, as extreme, but they have something called, like moderation management, where people still dabble with, let's say, alcohol, but they're reducing the harmful consequences, the negative consequences with like a substance use. And like people who have a substance use problem, they usually don't typically dabble in one substance. Same with eating disorders. No, not typically is someone solely anorexic, right? There are some that like over-exercising or orthorexia or binging, or a lot of people shift, like in substance use. You just don't have one substance, you also don't have one or more in the field of eating disorder. And they're doing so much research, and those who have resistant eating disorder, like resistant anorexia. Let's say a treatment center has made it worse or is not in a line with the patient. They're now looking for some really stubborn, kind of disorders. They're starting to invoke harm reduction, which is behaviors. It's a very interesting concept. I mean, granted, the ideal absolutely is abstinence of an eating disorder. I advocate for that. But when all else fails, what does a person do? What happens when you're in the gray and when the system fails you? And I'm not going to say you fail you, because it's not that. It's not that you're failing. You're trying. And I know that because I try. We do things to reduce those behaviors. And I will be happy to say I have not returned to any body checking. What happened was, and I was sharing this with Rod the other night, I saw something that would have been a body check in a mirror, and it dawned on me, I haven't body checked in months, in so long. I'm all, oh, another win. So even through all the bleh, there's been some wins. And I don't want to keep this too long because I want to hear from you guys and have some fun stuff. So as you know, Rod is my caregiver and he's an artist. And he's really good. But that's because he has such a great art critic. No, just kidding. No, he's really fantastic. So what we're doing is I'm trying to liven things up. I need to have something in my life that gives me purpose. And you guys are my purpose. You are my family. So connecting with you guys is what I'm going to be doing. And no more abstinent periods of not hearing from me, because I miss you guys. You guys are my support system, and I need you in my life. So what I'm having Rod do, I don't know if you can, I had my hair. Okay, he's a painter, an artist. So my hair had this much black roux. And Rod and I have never done it ourselves to bleach. Well, check it. This is what hair. Rod did, and it's not even brassy.
That was from about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, that's about a week and a half ago.
Some roots are coming back.
So
mildly.
Here's the thing. This is what I want to hear from you guys. So I'm gonna have Rob paint my hair in some kind of rainbow fashion. What colors or what kind of hair would you like to see that we'll give it a try?
I'm nervous, but I'm gonna do it. Is it red, white, and blue? Because of 4th of July, maybe?
I don't know. It's up to them. It's up to you guys. So I'll do ombre rainbow, prism.
You're going to do it? Okay, cool.
Well, I'll be monitoring it. Rod will be painting it. He's the artist. So if you guys have any pictures that you like of hair or want to see, I'll show you how to do it at home if we can. It'll be our first time, but I have all the confidence in the world that we're going to be able to do it. And then I also have another update. I've been getting FOMO'd a lot. I've been feeling so FOMO'd. And I had a awesome thing happen where I was nominated for an award. Well, unfortunately, I was not able to go due to not being well, health conditions and whatnot. But Rod is going to go pick up the awards tomorrow. It was just such an honor to be nominated, but apparently there's some things ready for me at the association. Right? Yeah, some plaque or trophy. And all it is it's not a good pat on the back for me. What it is it brings attention more to mental health. So please, whenever you can, and I'm not just saying this, please share videos that you think help people. Just share them. Share the videos that you think might help, because there's a lot of things out there that are as misinformation about, mental health or whatnot. Let's reduce the stigma. You know what? I have mental health problems, but I'm proud of it. You know why? Because I'm overcoming it. I'm pretty dang tough. From all that I've gone through, now that I'm looking back on it, I'm like, Rachael, you were lucky. Yes, absolutely lucky that I've survived it. But miraculously, you are strong. You've withstood a lot of trauma. And that's what I'm working through. I've had a very traumatic life. So when you see someone who's struggling, give them a little grace. Give them a little grace and just let them know that you support them. Using language that helps, not that hurts. There's enough of that incendiary language, that flammable lighting, gaslighting. We don't need that. Right now we just need, the world needs a big hug. We just need some love, some color, some diversity, and just passion for each other and passion for humanity. And I just want to thank you guys. So please, call to action right here. Put some crazy hair colors down below, or anything that you guys like to see, of patterns or anything. And we're going to test Rod's art capabilities. And
I might test the ombre out first.
Ombre?
I've been looking at ombre. I like the blending,
right?
yeah.
All right, well,
Ombre.
let them decide, we'll go from there. Pick the colors. If you see any images you like, just paste them down below. And know that I'm bad, and you guys are stuck with me, and please let me be with you, because you're my support system, my family, my forever family. And thank you guys for just filling my life with love.
Are you getting heart bombed? Heart bombs.
I'm getting bombed. Rod, I can't see anything.
Heart bombs.
Rod's just looking at it. God bless you guys. I love you.
But let's figure that out. But
Hi! Hi, guys! Oh, yay! Pride color.
Colors. That's a good idea.
I love it. Teal ombre. Put some pics down, guys.
Oh, teal ombre.
And we'll show you how to do it, because I get a lot of questions. How do you do it?
The scariest part is whenever I was bleaching her hair, I thought it was going to fall out, and that was going to be the end of my hair experience, but luckily it didn't. And Rich actually had the bleach in longer than I thought, and I was getting so nervous.
I'll tell you guys, it was so funny, because Rod he literally is like, it's been 40 minutes. I'm like, looking at lifting it, looking at the color. I'm all, dude, this ain't my first rodeo. No, we need it longer. I literally had the bleach on for about 90 minutes.
Yeah, I was nervous.
But you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Only if you know your hair and you
do
know
it.
what works. So I love you. I love you. I just wanted to give you guys so much love. Know that I'm thinking about you, and my heart is with you. You guys are my fam. I'll be checking in again. God bless you.
Love you guys.
Put the hair down.
Be safe all week, and we'll be back to you as soon as possible.
And I'll give you some video updates. Love you.
Love you.